Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day today. First off, fixed my flag. Sorry about hanging that backward. That's corrected now. But some really good news. So as you know, four-seater beater has been kind of a drama car. A lot of different little issues with it. Things we couldn't figure out how to fix. We did the 3.0 swap thinking that I would get a little bit more horsepower, which it does. It has like a 50 something horsepower, right? DJ, you said 50?
Yeah, 55.
It's got like 55 horsepower difference between the 3.0 and the 2.5. And when you don't have a lot of horsepower, 55 horsepower is a lot. So we did the 3.0 swap, and when we did the 3.0 swap, we've been dealing with the misfire on cylinder 3. One of the things I didn't tell you guys, because whatever, I don't really care, wasn't really a big deal to me, but it is a big deal in the sense of the motor, is that cylinder 3 has a tapped spark plug hole and it has an insert in it, and I found that out when I pulled the spark plug. So I was thinking that I had something like that going on, that was causing an issue. We found out, and that cylinder is down like 20 psi, okay? So it's on its way out, like it's gonna get pretty bad. Like it's only gonna get worse from here. So for everybody saying that's not bad, that's not bad. I mean, compared to 145, which every other cylinder has, it's getting there, bro. Like it's on its way out. But we are going to keep pushing with this motor. One of you guys in the comment section on the last video said, I gotta find you because you were my hero, and reminded me of something that I forgot big time. Where the heck are you? Oh my gosh, let me find it, hold on.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
So I don't know who it was. One of you guys had mentioned something about the dipstick having a leak. I talked with Casey from AK. If you don't know him yet, you'll get to know him in the E30 beam spill videos. And somebody had said somewhere, I don't know if it was on Instagram or YouTube, I just scrolled through the YouTube comments, I couldn't find it. Somebody said I had a ripped O-ring on my dipstick and it was causing a misfire. There was a hose on this dipstick that just kind of comes up and it has a little air chuck on it. I literally took the air chuck piece out, put a bolt in it, zip tied it shut, and the car stopped misfiring. What a stupid engine. I hate these engines like crazy. But today's a good day because it finally stopped misfiring, which thank God, because this thing was driving me nuts and I didn't film any content on it because I just wasn't getting anywhere with it. Now that the misfire is solved, we're running into a couple of other issues, and the only reason I know we're running into a couple other issues is because we have a special guest with us today. Coming in hot, boys.
What's up?
Javier's here again.
Yes,
Say what's up, fool.
What's up, man? Here, let me
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't grab the lens, daddy.
What's up?
The awesome part is DJ is here today from
Yo,
Wellso Tuning, and he's gonna take a look at kind of our logs.
Yeah, so I looked at your live logs, I looked at your AFRs. Your AFR and lambdas are proper, so what's causing it to run rich right now is the short-term fuel trim corrections being related to, of course, a huge vacuum leak somewhere. So we need to try to correct that. I can't really compensate for the AFRs via the tune for that, because once we get it running right, it's gonna run too lean. So we're gonna figure it out.
So DJ's here from Wellso Tuning. If you guys want to get a hold of any of his tunes, you can hit him up direct, or you can go to Seems Legit Garage. They also sell the computers that are tuned. DJ does all kinds of stuff with it, but he's plugged in, and now we're going through some stuff. So a couple of things we fixed. The dipstick hose is now plugged, so it's no longer leaking, which made the motor, for whatever reason, stop misfiring. That's solved. Also, finally put an air filter on it. Don't judge my duct tape either. I saw one of you guys talking crap. Oh, your duct tape, that's probably what's leaking. Shut up, nerds. I'm just going to put another roll of duct tape on it just to freaking piss you guys off. Duct tape don't leak. You guys are dumb. Don't say that. Waterproof duct tape.
Hit up Casey for some blue tape.
Casey's got the blue tape. Hit up Casey for the blue tape. That one's for you, Casey. So it's got some type of leak somewhere in here. We're definitely going to look at the duct tape. Just relax, ladies. And then try to see if there's anything it's literally from the cylinder to the MAF. So somewhere in this area, it's leaking. There are a couple of fuel pressure regulator hose on the back side over there. We just got to make sure that's good. There is another setup over here that goes into the boot. Yeah, there's a kit that goes underneath the bottom side here that ties back into the boot. So we'll just double check all that stuff. But it's finally running. We'll see what DJ can find for us. I really want to drive this car. It's finally ripping, but it does not do burnouts in second gear or donuts in second gear, which is frustrating because that's literally all I needed to do.
Yeah.
I just needed to do drifts in second gear. Side note from us trying to figure out what's going on wrong with the motor, me and Javier are going to hop on gutting the interior while DJ tries to solve the issues with the motor. Pulling out the rear seat because they're heavy, gutting the trunk. Eventually we'll do the 2 front seats. The goal is to have 4 bucket seats in the car, blow up the 3.0, put a 5.3 in it or a 1J or a 2J or something else into it to do something bigger. Or never a 1UZ. And be able to take people for rides. That's the whole point of this car. Budget and do that. But once we hit the point where we're gonna actually engine swap it to a different motor, it's no longer gonna be Bud's on budget car. It's just gonna be the ride along car. Right now it's still fairly budgeted. The most expensive thing in this entire car is our clutch. We have a triple disc Tilton in here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive for this, but I work with Tilton, so I ran a Tilton because I don't want any problems. So there it is, it's done. Let's just jump into the interior. DJ, do your thing.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Is pretty much gutted. There's a little bit of spring cleaning that needs to be done. As you guys know, this car's always needed some spring cleaning. I'm kind of bummed out because there is a chassis model that has the backing still in it right here. I'm not sure which one it is, but one of them doesn't have the big hole for the seats to flip down. And I was kind of hoping that I would have that piece of metal in there. But now I have a big hole. So anyways, we'll figure that out. I'll probably seal it back up with a panel. I would, again, my goal is to put a bucket seat on both sides here. When these are actually gutted and the back panel is in, the chassis behind the seat is in such a position where like it's almost like you can put little side mounts and little side setups for your ribs and for your hips and just throw seat belts in and you can still sit like on the floor. So maybe we'll even explore something like that, modifying something where you can sit just on the metal but with seat belts and all that. The trunk is pretty much gutted. Everything's out of here, a little more things to do. But this back seat, I don't know if any of you guys know, but this back seat is probably about 100 pounds. Like it was ridiculously heavy. On top of all this stuff being dumb heavy, it's also wet because the windows don't roll up in this car. The next thing I wanted to jump into is the ride height of the car. It's a little bit too short for my liking, and the arms are showing that they are smashing into the chassis, which can't be good. So I'm gonna raise the car. I'll probably raise it about an inch and then we'll check the ride quality from there, but right now it's real bouncy. These are 12K springs in the rear right now. I think I have, what other things do I have? Those springs are way too tall and everything else in here is a mess. I don't think I have another set of springs for the rear end of this car. Those are way too tall, those are way too tall. So we'll have to work with this and I'm probably just gonna end up raising it about an inch, inch and a half. So we're gonna jump into that right now. Rear end is definitely sitting better for now. Once we get horsepower, we can lower it a little bit more and do those things, but for now we're gonna lift it a little bit. Looks silly now because the wheel gap. Maybe we can get some Motegis or something on this thing, get her fitted on some 17s. Also, update, found a couple of leaks. That O-ring's crushed. There's another crushed O-ring somewhere. Forgot where it was, but yep, gotta replace all of those. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna keep going, I gotta get this thing out of here. Get these pulled out. DJ looked into the motor. Everything minus the compression on the ECU tuning side of things looks fine. So everything's fine on that side. We did find DJ actually found him. He was like, let me do this old school trick that for whatever reason I didn't think of. Brake cleaner, revved up. Found a couple of leaks. My duct tape wasn't leaking. Maybe it was. We don't know if it was leaking. It wasn't. So don't worry about it, all right, sweetheart?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it. We're making progress. The car's getting back together. I don't work on these, Mr. Oh, you don't know anything about these motors. Yeah, I don't, because they're junk. All right, couple upgrades. Totally rigged this thing because nobody has a gasket in stock. So we took the intake manifold gaskets out. They're ripped on one side. Silicone the manifold, flipped them to the rip side into the silicone, clean side back to the head. Also upgrade from duct tape to hold fast stickers. Okay, if you don't think that's gonna seal, you're stupid. That's gonna work. So now we're gonna fire it up and see if the leaks are done, and DJ is going to bless us with maybe a tune if it runs right. Ready, DJ?
Yes, sir.
Send it.
Let's do it.
Throw up a little prayer for my motor, dude. I gotta make sure this thing works. Dear baby Jesus, make this 3.0 work. All right, DJ. Firing on all six. Is it rip still? Oh, it's burning. It's learning. Oh, is that because it wasn't plugged in? It probably stored it? No, the idle even changed right there. Still learning.
Yeah, it could be. I mean,
Still leaking.
I don't know. I think it's great. Check the spray out.
Let's try some brake cleaner real quick.
Don't have any.
None?
Nah.
All right, update. All 6 plugs redone, manifold resealed, tested the vacuum leak, no vacuum leak now. Cylinder 3 keeps fouling plugs. This is an old plug from another car that was completely black that we put in it just to like test it. Yeah, it fouled it like pretty fast. It's total junk, don't get me wrong. Anyways, there's 6 brand new plugs in the car. It seems to be running smoother and healthier. Now it has an exhaust leak, what sounds like an exhaust leak at least. DJ just gave me the fire tune.
Poppy's the flame mat.
Poppies.
Yep.
And then there's the back seat all gutted too. So we'll go for a drive. I'll have DJ film. The goal is with this car to just get it to do donuts in second gear. That's all I want to do with this stupid car. Let's go for a drive. Ready?
Definitely.
Off the bottom.
That's straight takeoff for sure.
have verbal tune. I never thought I'd have verbal tune. I know it's bad, guys. I don't care. This whole car is a joke. I should not be the person who has this either.
Yeah, I mean, we can take it off. It's
no,
fine.
No, it's not going anywhere. It's staying.
Okay.
Don't even want to like roll into the neighborhood with it going off.
Yeah. Usually, well, I taught myself how to like kind of feather the throttle as I'm driving slowly so it doesn't pop. So when I do drive through my neighborhood, it's not obnoxious.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm definitely the wrong person to have a verbal tune because I'm gonna do it all the time. I know it's obnoxious. I know it's dumb. I don't care. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
It's really fun. It's almost irresistible, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have it in my car. It's probably the most common requested tune that I do for people, but it's funny.
Yo, look. I know it's stupid. I know you're already thinking I'm gonna go in the comments section. Verbal tunes are dumb. Verbal tunes are G word. Verbal tunes are, listen, I know, but it's kind of fun. If you've never had one, you should just try.
Why not? It'll be boy.
And then if you don't like it, just go back to what you had or whatever. Figure it out. You guys can work it out with DJ. But listen, it's kind of fun. So, if you notice, the check engine light did come back. We'll pull the code right now and I'll show you what it is. Yeah. All right, let's pull his code and see what she's doing now.
See what we got. Hopefully it's not a misfire. It didn't feel like it though.
No, it doesn't feel like a misfire at all. If that's the car running on 5 cylinders, then like I really do want to get the motor figured out.
For real.
Because that was good.
All right, recodes. Speed sensor.
Speed sensor?
No misfire. It's right here. It's proof. Speed sensor.
Damn it. I don't know what's wrong with it.
It's not a misfire. That's a plus.
It's not a misfire, so maybe we solved the misfiring. Maybe it's going to take a little bit to foul out that plug.
Maybe.
So the one thing we did do that we didn't tell the people is that on that cylinder 3 there was that weird looking mark on the piston.
Yeah.
But it didn't look like it was dented. It just looked like a weird like burn spot.
It looked like a clean spot. Like it was, the spark plug was too close to the piston hat, and it was cleaning that one spot, which I think was blowing out the spark, and maybe causing the mixture in the cylinder to be rich and fouling the plug.
Yeah. So what we did was we took the washer off of one of the other spark plugs and added it to the spark plug that went into cylinder 3.
It's double washered up on a Thursday afternoon.
Damn it. I didn't see that one coming. So, progress, it's running right now. So we'll see how long it goes until cylinder 3 decides to give us another issue. I know you guys are like, it was, you gotta go to the comment section and say what you're gonna say, okay? But listen, there was vacuum leaks. And your boy, first of all, your boy's not a mechanic. Never claimed to be a car builder, at least from my remembering. I have built cars, I'm not a builder. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. A lot of vacuum leaks. We fixed all those. I think we have an exhaust leak, which I'm pretty sure we have an exhaust leak. So I'll have to pull the header and swap the gasket on that. And then now that it's running right, I'm going to finish the handbrake because we started the handbrake and we never wrapped it up. We'll finish the handbrake now and try to plumb it in so that we have usable handbrake. But until then, Hannah's calling me. Hold on, I'm wrapping a video.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say there's cookies and ice cream.
Bomb. All right, bye.
Bye.
Love my wife. So we'll do the handbrake next now that the car's running better. DJ, big thank you.
Of course, man. I got you, man.
Appreciate it. Javier, thank you too. You dipped out early because you want to get a beer and pizza with bread. Whatever, dude. Got to plumb the handbrake so that the handbrake works, and then we'll go try to drive it. I'll try to change a couple more things to get it to slide because I have a bunch of friends who have these cars and they slide fine. Mine doesn't want to slide. Don't understand what the hell's going wrong with mine. It is what it is, but until next time, stay safe, dude. Thanks for watching.